Give me just a minute here. All right, welcome everyone again today, Tuesday, March 18. We have our monthly presentation with the IRS, and I'm happy to have Nikki again today. Thank you so much for your commitment and dedication. And today she's going to entertain us on outreach connections, connection for businesses. Nikki, take it away.
Thank you, Deborah. And thank you all for taking your time out of your busy schedule. I'm going to go over a page on irs.gov that you might want to save as a favorite if you're a business owner or work with small businesses. So it's called the Outreach Connection for Businesses page, which has useful information and resources ready to share with your staff, your clients, customers, or colleagues. And the quickest way that you can find it is doing an internet search with the words Outreach Connection for Businesses. We have the page in many languages, like most of our website. If you want the page in another language, you can hit the drop-down button at the top of the page and select your preference. There are four main sections to this page, as seen on this page. News, ready-to-use articles, resources, and flyers, brochures, and publications. So what I'm going to do is break down each section. So the news page has links to news releases. It's the same news releases that IRS sends out to mainstream media, such as newspaper, television, and radio, that apply more to business. An example of the latest business news release is one that we came out with in February called Dirty Dozen Tax Schemes for 2025, where IRS warns taxpayers to watch out for dangerous threats. And we list the top 12 tax scams for 2025, giving a warning to taxpayers, businesses, and tax pros to watch out for these common tax schemes that threaten their tax and financial information. The next tax tips page, it provides tax filing help, such as on common errors, refunds, credits, deductions, and a lot more. A couple of examples are tax tip 2025-13, which is business tax account and its users. That's a tax account that you can use to get information from the IRS. We also have a tax tip on filing your Form 1099 series information return for free with the IRS online. Oops. Okay, was I on the right slide? All right, so moving on to the ready-to-use articles in regards to the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022. This section, it makes it easier to find an article under a specific topic that you'd like to share on your website, electronic products, social media, publications, or other communication methods. For instance, you would click on the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 if you wanted the latest news releases about energy or vehicle credit. Okay. I didn't realize I had, sorry about that. Okay, and then moving on to withholding and estimated taxes. If you have staff or employees asking you what to do with backup withholding notices that they've received, you could provide them a link to the news release found under the withholding and estimated taxes page. Okay, moving on to filing. If you want to share news release articles or get answers about penalty relief for tax-exempt organizations, or if you want to find out whether you should file payroll forms 944 or 941, or if you had some business record keeping questions, you could click on the filing tab, get the latest news releases there for businesses. And then moving on to the credit. If your business or tax exempt organization wanted to know if you qualified for the new commercial clean vehicle credit, you could find more information by clicking on the credit tab. And then on to deductions. If you had a depreciation question about your business, you could click on the deductions tab. So moving on to tax scams, we have articles there that you can use, such as scam safety tips. And we talk about how you could follow IRS verified social media as opposed to our impersonators. We go over the different warning signs of a tax scam. And then we talk about how you can protect your business against data loss and fraud. And under the other tab, we have an article talking about why the IRS is asking more authentication questions from business owners when you call us. So it also talks about what information you should have before you call. So it makes it just a lot easier for you. So under resources, IRS has developed a lot of tools, including online tools, social media, audio, visual, and other items that can be found under this section. Under the online tools subcategory, you can learn more about IRS To Go, which it's an app that you can load on your smartphone, and it's from the IRS. We also talk about payments and how it's never been easier to make a tax payment with a variety of ways, including cash. We talk about where's my refund, where you can track your refund, and then we talk about IRS Free File, which we don't have rolled out to Nebraska yet, but we do to the 27 states, and this is where you can prepare and e-file your federal tax returns for free through different software providers. So I'm sorry, I was thinking of Direct File that is only offered to certain people. IRS Free File is from software providers, and that is offered to many states, including Nebraska. So apologize for that. Okay, and then moving on to social media, you can find handy IRS links to X. We have IRS News, IRS in Espanol, IRS Small Biz, BIZ, on X. Facebook, we have channels in both English and Spanish. Instagram, got that too, and LinkedIn as well. And then audiovisual, that's actually we have a link to our YouTube page on there. And under helpful information, there's a page about how, if you're interested, how you can become a volunteer to help eligible taxpayers file their tax returns for free. And IRS does provide software and free education for that. It's a volunteer program that we've offered at least since the 80s, for a long time now. And then under the last section, flyers, brochures, and publications, we have e-posters and general information. So the e-poster section comes in handy if you want to put up an electric or print and pin up a paper post about, let's say, paid family and medical leave, or the online accounts that you can use now, automatic penalty relief, including for businesses, posters about commercial clean vehicles, tools and resources for small businesses. If you're a military spouse entrepreneur, we have a poster on that. Also educational assistance programs that you can offer as an employer to help pay your worker student loans. More posters on clean energy for vehicles and tax incentives for businesses. So also, and then we have a poster that talks about how you can access your business tax account, which still seems to be a pretty good secret. A lot of businesses don't know about. So good to share with maybe chambers of commerces that you belong to share with other businesses at your next meeting. Any networking that you do with other businesses, that would be a good poster maybe to share with others, or post on your website as well. So general information, it covers information about tax security awareness for taxpayers, identity theft information for you. If you have an expired identity tax identification number, we talk about how you can renew that. If you're not sure about your withholding, you need to adjust that. We have a poster called Paycheck Checkup. And then if you are a small business or tax exempt organization, we have something that talks about tax scams. And then we have a real good poster, IRS Form 1099-K myths versus facts. A lot of myths out there about how if you establish it in a contract that you don't need to issue a 1099, that you don't need to issue a W-2, and you can issue a 1099. That's one of the biggest myths, but you'll see others on that publication as well. All right, so here is my contact information. But Deborah, do you see any questions there from anybody in the chat?
Nikki, can you hear me? Nikki?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm looking right now. I do not have any question. Let me check Facebook. Just a comment, no question. I'm checking YouTube right now. No questions.
It's pretty
LinkedIn.
straightforward.
Yeah. Just appreciation comments on LinkedIn. No questions.
Okay. Well, I realize some of you might be shy, so that's why I provide my direct contact information.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be around until the end of this week, and then I'll probably be gone for 2 weeks after that. So if you want to catch me before Friday, I'd be more than happy to try to take your questions. So Deborah, I guess I'll go ahead and turn it back to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And thank you, Nikki. We hope to see you next month. And if I see any questions come in, I will send them your way. And also, feel free to reach out to Nikki directly. That is her email and phone number. I hope everyone enjoys the evening. Thank you. Bye.